How's it going, ladies and gents? I have a match for you today against LegendaryLucario14. And if you're wondering what the whole setup's all about here, I kind of thought for once I would try and do a picture-in-picture kind of commentary. And you're gonna have to bear with me because it's a little bit new to me. I've never tried this before, and I can see myself on the screen in like the webcam preview thing. I can also see the actual video I'm supposed to be commentating. But at the same time, I feel like I'm supposed to be looking sort of at the camera, like staring into your soul, but I don't know. Just let me know what I'm doing wrong and I'll try and improve for the next time. The reason I haven't been posting much recently is because my laptop is in for repairs. I'm currently using my housemate's laptop and I've had to install all the software and whatnot, but yeah, first turn, pretty simple. Gonna lead off with my Nilbog and go for a Leaf Storm, just take him out. And that is a dead Armaldo. Very simple. I think this was kind of a replay battle in that it sort of disconnected after the first few turns. And then we had to replay the first few, so you know, I guess that has no relevance, but just a random fact I'm putting out there. So I don't want to take a Brave Bird, and I do have extra sensory, but it's not going to do too much after the -2 and the obvious Eviolite, so you know, he goes for Taunt. That's fine. I would have gone for knockoff on the next turn anyway, regardless of what he did. Just to get rid of that Eviolite and make him easier to deal with later on. Now I make a switch into my Simisear. Now, the reason I did this switch, my other defensive Pokemon is a Illumise, and I definitely would not want to take a Brave Bird on that. I kind of figure the best I can do is just go to Simisear because I can't touch him with Sandshrew. All I have is Earthquake, so yeah, go to good old Dale Winton here, go for a Flamethrower just to get off some nice damage. And he takes me out with a Brave Bird, so, you know, fine. Not too bad. Did not need him anyway. Now I can make a switch into my Rat Boy. I can just go ahead and go for a Beat Up. Now, Beat Up is a pretty cool move. Beat Up is kind of the next best alternative to Night Slash. Like, Sneasel for some reason can't get Night Slash, whereas Weavile can. So the only other option is Bite, and probably Foul Play, I guess, but you don't want to be using that on defensive Pokemon. So Beat Up, the way it works is, I think the highest base power it can hit with Sneasel is like 105 or something. It's based on your base physical attack. It does benefit from Stab, and Life Orb, and like Choice Band, whatever, but not from Stat Boost. It's really weird, but I'll put a link to an article in the video description which kind of explains the mechanics of that, but do go into my specially defensive Illumise here and just go for a T-Wave. That is fine. Cripple the Samurott there. It turns out he has the physical set, which is fine. I mean, I guess that's why I switched out, just fearing the Aqua Jet. But now I can take him out. He does get the unfortunate paralysis there, because he probably could have done a good chunk with Waterfall or something. Now he brings in the Golbat. I am just going to go for a T-Wave. I don't care if he kills me off with Brave Bird, or I guess he'd kill himself off to Recoil, so Roost probably was his best choice there, so he roosts up, gets the health back, that's fine. Now I think I have Encore on this set, but I must have predicted his switch here because I do switch myself. I kind of thought, you know, no point in going for Encore. I'm going to switch out, go into my Shrew Manchu, because I am now faster because he's paralyzed, so as long as he doesn't taunt on this turn, I can safely get up my rocks, and that is going to be very beneficial for taking down the Golbat if he switches, and whatever else he's got left, I forget. Now in comes the Golurk. Golurk is not a threat to Sandshrew whatsoever. Ordinarily, I think this one actually turns out to have Ice Punch, which is probably going to take me out. Choice Banded, Iron Fist, you know, very powerful Ice Punch. That's going to take out Sandshrew, but getting the rocks up, that was kind of the main thing here. Now I can go into Billy Bass, and am I going to go for Aqua Jet? Nope. Ice Beam. In comes the Shelgon, and that is definitely not going to appreciate an Ice Beam. Get him down to sort of, I don't know, just above red. Means next turn I can just go for another Ice Beam and take him out. Now, as you guys have probably seen before, this is my mixed Basculin, and it's max special attack, max physical attack, probably adamant or naughty nature, whatever it is that gives you plus attack, minus defense, but it just means that it can do some good damage all around. The only problem is you won't be able to do anything against fast sweepers, like Jump Luff, especially since priority does nothing. But I go into my shift tree to take a sleep powder. Then I thought he would go for another sleep powder, predicting my sucker punch, or even sub. I don't really care. So I went for extra sensory, but it turns out he just kills me off with an acrobatics. That's fine. I can now go into Sneasel, just go for an ice shard and take him out from there, which is great. Now I believe he only has a couple left, or it might just be Golok that's left, but in any case, in comes the Golbat. Yeah, I forgot Golbat was still around. Now I don't think I can take him out with an ice shard from there, even without the Eviolite. Golbat is pretty bulky, so I'm going to switch into Illumise just to die pretty much. And at least the extra recall damage from Brave Bird will mean that I can bring in my Sneasel once again, take him out, and then all he has left is Golok, which is fine. Ah, Sneasel. Beat Up is a move I've been trying out on a few Pokemon recently. Because it works on your base physical attack and not your actual physical attack, you can use it on stuff like Special Shift Tree and still have the full power benefit. And, you know, the more Pokemon you have that aren't statused or dead, you can do some pretty good damage. Like I said, like base 100 or something Sneasel can hit, so it's not too bad. That being said, I have no idea why I went for Beat Up here. I guess I just wanted to see the animation again. Ice Shard would have done more, and I don't have Ice Punch, so it doesn't matter. I have Basculin anyway, so Golok's going to take me down with a Drain Punch. That would have killed a million Sneasels, let me tell you. Choice Banded, Iron Fist, Drain Punch, quad super effective. Sneasel has no defense. Now I can bring in Basculin and just go for Surf because, I don't know, max HP, probably Golok, decent defense, could probably take an Aqua Jet. Maybe. I haven't done a damage calc, but that's going to take out the Golok, and that is going to be the game, my friends, so that'll be that. Pretty interesting match. It all came down to, I think all I had left was Basculin anyway, so yeah, it was a pretty interesting match. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think of the whole picture-in-picture thing. It does feel a bit awkward for me, having never done this kind of thing before, but you know, hopefully it can work out. I mean, maybe I should get a mic which isn't attached to my face to make it look less weird, but hope you all enjoyed, and with that being said, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.